Number 2 out of the 5 who have dunked so far is Greg Anderson with a 42. So that's what Drexler's looking at. Clyde from Portland.
Well, that looked a lot like the dunk that Michael Jordan did, and he had a little more authority throwing it down through. However, still in the air, he didn't take off out quite as far as Michael did, so it didn't look quite as good, but it's still a terrific dunk. There he goes, brings the legs up, windmills it through, and a very nice dunk by Clyde Drexler. I would think that should put him in second place right now as we take another look at it. Look at him get up, get the legs up in the air, get that flair to it. You got to do something a little bit special, and I like that one by Clyde.
And the thing that Jordan did was kick his legs out.
And we do hear now that 44 points have been awarded to Drexler. That puts him in second place. So Jordan with 47. The top 4 will advance to the semifinals. And right now, it is Jordan, Smith, Kersey, and Anderson with a 76.
Clyde needs to do something special here. Again, it's a power windmill type of dunk. Let's see how the judges respond.
Needs to beat a 76 to move into that top 4.
Well, I think he'll get a good score here. He won't get 47 or 48. I'd say around the 45 mark, but he comes in nicely. He'll turn sideways to the basket, takes off good distance away, and again, the legs and then the big windmill and throws it through. So Clyde being a little bit more creative than he has been in the past.
And he gets a 44. So Clyde Drexler's 44 to go with his other 44 will give him 88 and put him in second place. It is, as we go into the Dominique Wilkins dunk, Jordan, Drexler, Smith, Michael Jordan. That's called pressure. Now here comes Clyde the Glide Drexler. Drexler is competing in his 4th competition. He's a great dunker, often not as good in this competition as in games.
Well, Clyde has tried this once before in another competition, the sprint from the end. Let's see how he goes today.
Misses the dunk. He can replace it.
That is what happened when he tried this before, because he doesn't have that ability to, like Jordan, to somehow hang and glide and pop it in. He likes to cock and throw, and he missed it.
Greg Anderson, Spud Webb eliminated from the final competition.
Also, Clyde taking off a little further inside free throw line than Michael.
Well, now that's a tough one. Why would he choose a free throw dunk after Jordan has electrified the crowd with a 50? That would be tough in a judge's mind, I would think, Steve.
There aren't that many of them, though. I mean, you know, you think about these ducks, you got to think about what you can do, and you also got to think about how to impress the judge and get something down. Drexler just inside, they give him a 45.
Well, again, he did not have the flair that Michael Jordan had. And it's a great dunk coming in from the slam camera, as you see. Was able to throw it through, took off further inside than Michael. He was not deserving of a 50 because you compare it to what Michael did.
This is Jordan, Drexler, and Wilkins are now competing to go to the championship round. Here's Clyde Drexler for his second of 3 dunks.
Now, Clyde has got to be a little bit more dramatic in whatever he does this time to really catch the judge's attention. He's been steady.
He called King's X, which means he gets to do that again.
Well, that's like in the Pro Bowl. A run-through doesn't count as long as you don't break the plane, so Drexler's going to try again. But now he's in his mind. He's trying to think, I got to come up with something to excite the crowd and the judges.
And he's changing his mind coming to the other side of the court now, so obviously he's going to try something different.
Talking to the crowd.
He's got to come up with some sort of 360 and power, and he's going for off the window.
That was impressive. He banked it from the left side, dunked it from the right.
That was safe, but I don't think it was good enough or dramatic enough for him to get past Jordan or Wilkins. Wanted to make sure he got something in, and at this point, if he would have been able to maybe turn some way in midair and catch it and throw it in, I think he'd have gotten a big score.
Sure, throw it up there, Steve. Catch it, do a 360 and fire it through. something we used to do all the time, right?
A 42 for Clyde Drexler. So Drexler with a 42 on his first dunk in this round. Drexler had a 45, so that's an 87 thus far. There are 3 dunks in this semifinal round.
But the middle dunk is really what hurt him.
Clyde Drexler, 3rd dunk.
Now, Clyde came up with a little bit more spectacular opportunity. He 360'd and threw it down right in front of the rim, kind of going away. But I don't think that's going to be enough to push him past Jordan or Dominique Wilkins. Now, this is tough.
The way he spun, that's the tough way to spin. He's spinning opposite of what your body normally would like to do, and he was still able to throw it through. he didn't get up as high as he'd like to. It looked like he might have pulled his back a little bit on that spin move.